you kind of look at what a well-rounded team effort is going to look like, is today about as good an execution as you're going to get on all phases?
Yeah, that's fair. All the way around, bullpen did their job. Palante did a really nice job of navigating that lineup 2 times through. Outside of Blackman, who took some pretty good swings against him, he was in control of that game the whole time. So it was good to get him through the 5. He did exactly what we needed him to do, and then our pen had their lanes, and they executed that perfectly. Adding on helped stay away from Helsley and JoJo, and even Roycroft today. We were trying to give those 3 guys a blow, and we were able to. So all the way around, very good.
You kind of gamed out what today might look like for Palante. I'm curious if this was probably about the best case scenario for how you could have got through this game.
Yeah, our hope was that he can get us 2 times through, and then we have the pieces to match up after that. If we needed to use JoJo in a lane, he was ready to do that, and Helsley as well. But if we can stay away, that's ideal by adding on. So we knew we can cover 6 through 9 pretty easily. So he did exactly what we needed from him.
Yeah. Well, it's been about 6 weeks now that you guys have had to patch through your 5th starter. I know we've talked a little bit about the complications that occur with Libby with there, but now that it's been a good chunk of time, what has been complicated for you?
Sure.
And how has it seemed for
You're constantly thinking through a game as far as how to win today, but you're having to map out what you need available for when that day comes. So, I mean, there's other teams dealing with that as well. It's just part of it. But you're constantly thinking about what pieces you're going to have available for that 5th day to make sure you have enough innings to cover, depending on how you want to match up and how early you want to start matching up based on who you're playing. Today's lineup, we felt pretty good about being able to match up even earlier if needed, but Palante did a nice job of getting us 2 times through. Yeah.
Today was Burleson's 9th home run, and most home runs he's ever hit at this level. You talked about it takes courage to be patient sometimes. The numbers weren't always there, but you stuck with him. Can you just talk about that process of sticking with Burleson?
Yeah, he definitely falls into that patient bucket because you look at his expected numbers and they look really good as far as just his batted ball profile. Like he's hitting the ball in the line. They're just catching it. I mean, we've talked about it, and Derek brought this up a couple months ago as far as like certain guys develop differently away from here because you're expected to contribute immediately, and you can't be as patient based on just playing for the Cardinals. So with him specifically, man, it was screaming at us that this guy could really hit, just stick with him because of how he was going about it and the type of at-bats he was taking. And now we're seeing every bit of that, which has been a real positive for our club this year. Yeah.
You've seen almost a blend with him out in the sense that for a while there you're talking to him about, hey, we know you can make contact.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe work on making damage in contact.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's had, whatever, 3-4 home runs here recently and still 3 strikeouts in that stretch. We're seeing kind of that blend for him.
Yeah, I mean, what he does well is make contact, and even in spring training we talked about trying to shrink the zone and only swinging when you can do damage, because you get into 2 strikes isn't a big deal because of his ability to get the barrel to basically anything, and I think he's doing a much better job of that. He takes his hits when needed. He chooses when he wants to let it eat, and it's been good, but his ability to hit for power but also make contact makes him just a professional hitter.
I guess which count.
Yeah, we saw him really let it eat on a couple counts today, and he fouled one straight back. So he's picking his spots really well at the moment. Yeah.
You mentioned that good teams have deep rosters. Newbar goes down, Burleson picks it up. Wilson goes down. Pais had a good game today. Von Herrera hit the ball really well. What does that say about those guys being ready?
The guys that have come up have helped. Herrera's done a nice job of stepping in and playing every day. Pai has when he's given an opportunity. I mean, he called a really good game. You look at him and Palante together in Cincinnati as well. I thought he navigated that extremely well. So the guys that we're calling upon have stepped in and done a nice job. You look at the bullpen and the Leahys of the world and Roycroft. Those have been pluses for us. So, yeah.
Oli, 8 bullpen arms came in this weekend and a sub-3 ERA. Just how impactful is it to have that many guys who can kind of step up and kind of make those impacts?
Yeah, it's extremely meaningful. I mean, those guys have been really good. The key is to keep them healthy. And that's what we're spending our time on, is making sure that, like today, you could have gone Roycroft at Tovar to end that game up 5, but staying away from him today and not making it another stress inning for him was important. King did a nice job of finishing the game with limited pitches. So you're constantly looking at how to make sure that they stay healthy till the end. But they've done a nice job. They've been extremely effective. Yeah.
Is there something about Andre's start, particularly compared to the previous one, that stood out? Lots of swings and misses on forcing today.
Yeah.
Used to the curve.
The curve was a bigger pitch for him as far as just being able to throw it where he wanted, and got ahead of 13 out of 18. When you look at certain games that don't go his way, there's a hit by pitch or a couple walks, and there's a lot of ball in play. So now you're banking on it being at somebody. Today there was a little bit more swing and miss in his game, and he made you earn it rather than put guys on.
Following up on what Katie asked you about the challenge of having that fifth starter role flex, what do you need from that spot?
Yeah.
What's ideal?
Yeah, I'm not honestly, I don't know how to answer that today. We're navigating it every time it comes up. It's good that we have an off day tomorrow, right? Because you can deploy your bullpen the way you need to and not have to worry about a game tomorrow. This would have looked a little different. You probably take him through McMahon a third time if we have a game tomorrow, right? Rather than going Libby. So you just think through the lineup a little bit different based on no one has to pitch tomorrow. Let's just go after it. When that's not the case, it makes it a little bit more difficult for sure.
Libby took 109 off the leg. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay. It definitely got him though. But he was walking around fine. He got some treatment. But yes, it got him pretty good. Yeah.
Can you speak about how mature Mason has grown in this 63 games you guys, or 64 games you guys have played, and how much is that maturity, the consistency that he's able to bring every single day?
I think we're seeing it every game, that level of maturity and him just continuing to develop. You're seeing it on defense, him slowing the game down more and more. Offensively, we've talked about it a ton, just using the whole field. Today was a perfect example of, man, he sees an opportunity to lay one down, the guy behind him swing the bat well, why not? And that was good. So you're just seeing him, he's starting to, when you get a young player at the big league, sometimes they're so focused on just themselves, they don't see everything else around him. We're starting to see him see the whole game, and that's a really good thing for us. Yeah. Good.
Thank you.